Update: wife replaced me with coworker after nearly 7 years of marriage, together for 10. Original post. Well, my wife of nearly 7 years told me 2 days ago she was seeing a guy, and had been for about 8 months. I had my suspicions, especially recently, but I held her to a high moral standard and never thought she could be capable of doing something so hurtful and disrespectful. During this 8-month period, her and I had drinks, dinner, etc. with this guy, her coworker, who conveniently had just got divorced and who I had considered a friend. So here we are having dinner, drinks, hanging out, and the whole time my wife and him were putting on an act like everything was normal. I told her that as of that day, either he's dead to you or I am. And the crushing blow came. She said she wants to continue seeing him. She says she loves me and loves him. I asked how she could equate almost 7 years of building a life, love, and relationship to an 8-month affair. She couldn't answer that, but said she was sorry that she hurt me. I told her if she was truly sorry, she would have broken it off and put her attention on us. I am stunned, pissed, embarrassed that I didn't see the signs. But most of all, I am sad and brokenhearted. I'm not going to beg to have her back. I have accepted my fate and will move on. If those of you who have gone through this have any advice, I appreciate it and thank you for taking time to read my story. Separate your finances and stop supporting her. Let her lover pay for all her expenses moving forward and then gray rock her. Hit the gym, go to therapy, get a lawyer, and make yourself appear as if you're ready to date again. Don't actually date because you need to heal yourself and process all this first. But you'd want her to be aware of the fact that 1. Your life is better off without her, and 2. There are better women that you will replace her with. You got this. All of this, plus, don't take her back when the new relationship implodes. Yes, she is going to try to come back or keep you playing the pick-me dance. Don't engage in that. One of my biggest regrets is allowing my cheater to try to do right by me and our family. It was a short trail, but I regret even allowing them to think they could be in my life anymore. Opie, sorry you are here. It is devastating. The woman you thought she was, she's not. You will grieve the woman you thought she was, and that woman is dead. Find the top 3 divorce attorneys in your area and consult with all 3. If you have children you didn't state that you did, go for top family law attorneys. Find a good therapist to help you heal. Betrayal can cause PTSD. Journal, it helps, not just gathering your thoughts, but if you have questions for the therapist, you can jot that down. It is very good you are not doing the pick-me dance. It never works, and far too many do that. It's actually much better to focus on yourself, protecting yourself and your mental health, and if you have kids, of course focus on them too. Exercise can help with anger and sleep. Find things you like to do, or discover things you may want to try. Stay hydrated, try to eat healthy, and stay away from alcohol or limit it. And drugs. STD testing is also a must too. You might also want to get a physical too, to make sure you are doing okay. Chump Lady, Google her. She has a good book, Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life. Highly recommended. Opie, she isn't worthy of you, nor is the affair partner. You're a victim of the good old monkey branch, which is usually how narcissistic people start relationships. They overlap them because they can't be alone and get bored once their main source of energy supply, you, starts to run low or depleted. I went through something similar. Basically, the person I was married to left me for the friend of the boyfriend of a recently divorced friend. I know it is a mouthful, but the same experience. I literally cooked for these people while they were setting up the affair. First thing, get a very good divorce lawyer ASAP and start the process and follow their advice. Start taking stock of your assets and start separating finances. I would recommend that you ask that person to leave the home with the excuse of a trial separation. But whatever you do, do not leave your own house, period. Do not fall for the emotional manipulation that she will put on you. She is going to try to screw you over during the divorce, and she knows that she will be able to get away with a lot. Assume they are plotting to screw you over as we speak. Try to limit any type of communication to matters regarding co-parenting and assets. Period. Try to reach out to friends and family. You need the best support system you can get right now. Working with a good therapist will also be very beneficial. Focus on healing and working on yourself. Spend lots of time in nature and make sure you exercise and take good care of yourself both physically and mentally. Do not stress about starting another relationship or being with other people. That is only going to set back your healing. You're going to likely experience lots of anxiety, disassociation, and even depression. So be very patient with yourself and listen to your body. It gets much better. Sorry you're going through this. But once you come out of this, you will realize you are free to guide yourself towards your best life, which this person was actually blocking. First update. First, I want to say thank you to all the love and support from this group. Sharing your experiences and advice have really helped. Short summary of my story. My wife had been having an affair for 8 months with a recently divorced coworker. My wife and I had dinner, drinks, and hung out like we were all friends, and they acted completely normal the whole time. Then she said she wants to keep seeing him but still loves me. So here's what has transpired since that post. Her whole family knows, and they are not happy with her at all. They have all reached out to me giving support and telling me they love me and that I will always be family to them. Her sister is angry and doesn't even want to see her. She has claimed that after we divorce, she will not be anywhere near this guy nor bring her son around him. They have been really close as sisters, and her taking my side was huge. I have made myself unavailable and busy this whole weekend to her. I have set up a consultation with a lawyer for this Tuesday to start divorce proceedings, and I have begun looking at housing options, but may try to buy her out and keep the house. Also, since she makes more than me, I will be filing for spousal support. I know there is still a rough road ahead and some work to be done, but I am feeling good about where things are going. I think some folks had asked whether we have kids. We do not. We have a dog who will be coming with me since I did all the work to raise her and train her. So way less complicated and no reason for her to contact me after I am gone. I couldn't have gotten through these first few days without all of you on here, and I am eternally grateful. I plan to pay it forward by sharing my story in the future, once I have healed and help others as you have helped me. Much love, Survivor fam. I will update as things progress. Just be careful of her family. Many have a habit of saying one thing but doing another. Ultimately, they're likely to be loyal to her just due to familial ties. So it feels good to hear now, but mentally prepare yourself that it may change with time. Focus on you and your health and recovery. Plus they're going to become his ex-family in-law soon. It is not healthy to keep direct contact with the familiar environment of the cheater when trying to heal. I found out the hard way. My ex-father-in-law talked a good game to me as to how mortified he was by what his daughter had done, blah blah blah. But when the actual divorce came along and I had a lawyer actually doing their job, that whole family changed their tune real quick. If divorcing, keep everything amicable with your soon-to-be ex-wife. While she's in La La Land, she'll give you a favorable divorce with less arguing. After divorce is signed and sealed, explode this affair to her company HR. Some companies frown upon workplace relationships. Good luck and please keep us up to date. Also, please do not confuse amicable with agreeable. Make sure that your lawyer carries a big metaphorical stick in terms of getting the most out of the divorce in terms of assets and custody. A lot of people give really bad advice in terms of threatening the earning stability of the person you're divorcing after the divorce is completed. If she loses her job, this could force a rescheduling of the alimony/child support commitments from your part in a non-favorable way to you. So don't waste your time in that nonsense. Also, HR departments tend to ignore tips from scorned ex-spouses that do not come from an actual legal department. I would wait on outing her to the company for a while, especially since she may be paying spousal support. Get her used to paying. Don't bank on her family giving you support indefinitely. Even though they disagree with her choices, they still have to see her for family gatherings/holidays, etc. Eventually, they'll have to accept the affair partner, providing he and your ex stay together. When that happens, be prepared for them to cut you out in order to keep the peace and move on as a family. It'll hurt, but if you're prepared for it, you can minimize the blow. Like I said in my last comment on your previous post, remain stoic around her. No anger, no sadness, no crying/begging/pleading, no lashing out, no passive aggressiveness. The only emotion you show her is indifference. You aren't interested in what she's doing, where she's at, who she's with. If she starts a conversation with you about anything outside of logistics, be uninterested and end the convo quickly but politely. If she can't control your emotions, she can't control the situation, and she can't control you. Continue remaining busy as much as possible. Come and go from the house at odd times. Be unpredictable. Go stay at a hotel on a random night. If you want to be petty, leave a receipt for condoms crumpled up on the counter. If you ice her out, she can't get any footing in her attempts to potentially manipulate you or the situation. The only thing you can do at this point is to retain as much dignity as you can. You can only do that by showing her that you don't need her, don't want her, don't care about her. You're indifferent to her now, mate. She's just a crappy roommate you're about to end your lease with. Second update. So for those of that have been following along, my wife confessed on May 23rd of having an 8-month affair with her coworker. Even after confessing, she still professed her love for him and wanted to continue seeing him. So my response was to retain an attorney for $5,000 and file for divorce. I will also be nailing her behind for alimony payments as well. Strangely enough, right after I filed, she suddenly had an epiphany and came running back to me, wanting to make things better and work on our relationship. I told her I would think about it, but I wasn't sure. The only reason I gave her that response is because I want to keep her in good standing while I'm still processing this divorce. But let it be known, the divorce is happening. There's no going back. It's a final decision for me. She doesn't know that I filed for divorce, and I plan on keeping it that way, just so I can keep it amicable until we can get the house sold. But she's going to get served around 1st of September, and then all hell's going to break loose. But it doesn't really matter to me. I've made my decision. I plan to move on with my life, and I suggest anybody else who's been in the situation do the same. I will keep you posted as more progress happens. She found out after talking with a lawyer that she is on the hook for paying you alimony, the only reason for her epiphany. For sure, she would backburner the other guy until she placates you, gets all divorce talk buried, then hop right back on the dude. Keep moving forward with your plans. Just want to add the other reason for her epiphany could be 1. Discovering that her affair partner is not as serious on the relationship as her. 2. Realizing that her relationship with her family won't be the same, and she will lose all the support she has been getting from Opie and her family. In either case, she's just doing this for herself, as she was fine with dumping Opie for her affair partner. She's a cheater, manipulator, and a selfish person. She probably told her coworker, "Hey honey, guess what? I'm a free woman, so now we can live happily ever after." To which he probably replied, "We? What do you mean we? I was just in it for the goodies." Her wanting to come back to her one true love is a somewhat typical reaction when they suddenly realize that the grass is actually not greener on the other side of the fence. It's greener where it is watered and taken care of. Keep on keeping on. You filed for divorce now, in May/June, and you're not serving your wife until September? I assume your attorney knows your case, but that seems wild to me. Regardless, good you're moving on. Godspeed and good luck. They have a 90-day cooling period in Washington state. Believe me, I wish it was faster, so I have to be civil and bide my time. Then she gets served and I move on. You should double check on this with your attorney. I think the 90-day counter starts after she is served. That period is so that both parties can cool off and think through their decision with a clear head before the court will consider finalizing the petition. 90 days is the fastest you can finalize a divorce, assuming both sides know that it's happening and have agreed to everything already with regards to asset division, parenting plan, and so on. This is how it worked in my Washington divorce at least. When you filed, didn't you have to provide contact info/address for the other party? Your soon-to-be ex either has to be served, or your attorney can email the petition to your ex, who can acknowledge receipt via email, and that counts as well. If you're playing nice and quiet to get the house sold, etc., that's a different matter than the actual 90-day wait for the judge to even look at your petition. This could also come back to bite you hard if the judge interprets your financial moves as deceptive. One more bit of advice: my divorce was amicable, and it still took more than 9 months to agree to everything via mediation, etc. Prepare for a marathon and not a sprint. Don't burn out early and concede too much. My 26 male wife, 25 female, kissed an ex that came back into her life to make sure he isn't the one. I know this sounds crazy, but my wife had an ex-boyfriend come back into her life. He is a good family friend to her family, and that's how they met and ended up dating. While my wife was visiting her family in another state, he found out that she was there and came over to their house. Long story short, she said that he was attempting to win her love back and even brought an engagement ring with him to propose. She constantly assured me that there is nothing to worry about and that she will take care of the situation. However, I was in a different state and couldn't be there physically. Since he was a family friend, her parents told him to stay for dinner, and she and him started talking. I was disappointed that she was talking to him and spending time with him while he was acting crazy and trying to win her back. My wife got mad at me for not believing her that she would handle the situation and told me to stop acting jealous and insecure. Later on that night, she told me that she let him kiss her to see if there was a reason he came back into her life and to see if she should give him one more chance. Obviously, I'm destroyed that she let him kiss her. What do I do? How should I approach this situation? Do I divorce her for cheating on me? She told me I was her forever, and I can't believe that she did this. Hey, I'm gonna cheat real quick. Mind being my safety net in case I don't want to risk it? That there was a possibility he was the one means there's a certainty that Opie isn't. To see if she should give him one more chance. Read that line back to yourself over and over again. So you are her husband, someone she promised to love in front of family and friends. You are the person she supposedly wants to be with. But when the opportunity presents itself, instead of saying, I love my husband so no thanks, she instead says, I wonder. Talk about someone who has a hard time making up their mind. I'm surprised that she is able to get dressed in the morning instead of taking all day to choose which undies to wear. If you want any one thing to work on her with this, it's that single comment. I mean, who the heck does she think she is? And what the heck sort of relationship does she think you both have? If ex-boyfriend comes waltzing back into her life and she has to take the time to think, ex-boyfriend or current husband? That's such a hard choice to make. And then she has the gall to say, congrats Opie, I chose you. Let's be happy. I wouldn't consider kissing someone divorce-worthy. I would, however, consider having my married partner openly wonder and then act on the whole, oh maybe the ex is better, let's check it and see stance. She told me I was her forever. Well, la-da-da, Opie. What a prize you won yourself.